Hi viewers, so this is the fifth video in C++ program. So in the previous videos we discussed about how to create class, how to create methods, how to create constructors, how to call the method from the class, how to call the constructor in the class, all these things we discussed. So in this video I'm going to explain about method overloading. So method overloading is a concept come under polymorphism. So method overloading consists of same method name with different parameters. So we can able to reuse the same method name by passing different parameters so that you can able to achieve this task. Okay, so for this particular program we have to include the header files and we have to create the class, and further we have to write the methods. Those methods we can able to call in the main function. So let's start the program so that you can able to understand. So here we are including the header file. The first header file is iostream.h that supports input and output functions in C++ programming. So here I am including the header file hash include. So hash include iostream.h, there's the header file that support cin and cout functions in C++ program. So second header file, so this is the second header file we are using. This particular header file supports clear screen and getch functions in C++ program. Okay. Now I'm going to start the class. So I'm giving my class name as file because this is the fifth program, so that I'm giving as file. So inside the class, I'm just using a public access specifier so that I'm giving public. I hope you know what is public. Whatever the methods and variables I'm creating after public, that can be accessed in the entire program. So next to this, I'm just giving my first, I'm creating my first method. So I'm just giving void fun. So in the first method, I'm passing two parameters that has to be integer parameters. So int a and int b are my two parameters. With use of that, I'm starting my method. So first method started here, and just what I'm doing is I'm going to do a multiplication operation with use of this particular two parameter values. So here the mul of a and b is okay. So I'm just giving the statement as a into b inside the particular cout statement. So here the multiplication will be happen, and I'm closing my first method. So first method what I done, I completed my first method. So first method what I done, I just passed two integer parameters, and with use of those two integer parameters I done a multiplication operation. Next to that, I'm just giving my second method. Mean by the same name I have to use, as I told, method overloading consists of same method name, but the parameters are different. So here I'm just using floating point parameters, float v, comma, float u, comma, int h. So three different parameters I'm using. So what happens when I'm using these three parameters? So I going to do the sum of all three parameters. I'm having two floating point parameter and one integer parameter. So I going to do a sum of all these three parameters. So here I'm just displaying the sum is. So what I going to do, I just adding all these three parameters v plus u plus h. So that what I done in the second method. So first method consists of two integer parameters, second method consists of two floating point and single integer parameter. I going to do create the third method. So I'm just giving void fun, open parenthesis. Here I'm just giving char of g, comma, char of n. Okay, so these are the two character parameters I going to do. So what I going to do inside the particular method, I just display the characters as output inside the method. So just I'm giving g and n so that you can able to see the three different methods are created. Mean by the method name is same but the parameters are different. For the first method we are using two integer parameters. Second method we are using two floating point and single integer. And the third method we are using two character parameters. Okay, so now I going to close the class. When I'm closing the class, I have to give semicolon in C++. Next to that, I'm creating a main function. So void main I'm giving. So void main function, what I have to do, I have to create an object for the class. Then I have to call the methods with use of the object. So how to create object for the class? Class name space object name. So the class name is 5. So I have to give the object name. Object name is obj I'm giving. So object name is user defined name. Whatever the name you want to give, that you can able to give. So I'm just giving obj for understanding purpose. So next to that, I have to call the methods. So I going to call the first method. The first method consists of two integer parameters. So I have to pass two integers in my call. So obj dot fun, open parenthesis. So here I am passing two integer parameters. So I am just passing 5 and 7 as my integer parameters. I am putting semicolon. So two integers I am passing. So this two integers will invoke this first method and that will be multiplied here and that will be displayed as output. Okay. So second method I have to call now. So I am just using the same object obj dot fun of what I have to pass three parameters. First two are floating point parameters to invoke the second method, and the third one is integer. So the first parameter I'm just passing is 4.3, and the second value whatever I'm having is floating point again, so that I'm passing 5.6. And the third one what I'm having is an integer, so that I'm passing the value is 9. So these are the values I'm passing as a parameter for the second method call. So two floating point values and a single integer I am passing to call the second method. Okay, now I have to call the third method. For that I am just using obj dot fun of. What I have to pass for this particular third method, I have to pass two characters. So whenever you are passing characters, you have to give in single quotes. Okay, you have to give in single quotes so that it will be called. Okay, so let's give the single quotes and I am passing D, and next one I am just passing E. So these are the two characters I am passing for the third method invoking procedure. So just I am giving get ch. I done with all calling process. So I am closing the main function. So in the starting you can able to give clear screen. So I done with all the three method calls. So what I done, I created three methods, and first method consists of two integers, so that I'm passing two integers as parameter here. And the second method consists of two floating points and one integer, so that I'm just passing two floating points and one integer as a parameter. Third method consists of two characters, so that I'm passing two characters as a parameter. So I'm closing my class and I'm closing my main function also. So here I'm closing my main function. So let's save this code. So I'm saving this code. So here I'm giving us method over as my class name, file name. So I'm just saved my program. Now I have to compile my program. So in the compilation you can able to get how many errors you are getting in the program. So I am clicking compile so that my program is compiled. So already I gave one closing already, so I gave extra one so that it's showing a compiler error. Now I will save this code and I will run again. So while you are doing compilation you will get no errors now, because whatever the extra clause I put there in the code, that was removed. Now I going to run the code. While running the code, what the output you are getting is, so mul of A and B is 35, the sum is 18.9, and D and E is displaying as output. So all in single line. I want to segregate in separate line, so that I have to go to the program again. There I have to give the next line process. So here you can give endl So endl is a statement that is used to just bring to the new line whatever the statement you are having, that will become to the new line. Or in spite of endl, you can give slash n in double quotes. So whenever you are giving slash n, so after printing that statement, it will come to the new line. So for printing the next one, whatever the output we are giving, that will become to the new line, so that you will get the output in proper manner. So while displaying g and n, so I am giving a statement as, in the cout statement I am just giving the character r I am displaying. So here I am just giving g and n. So let's see now what the output I am getting. So this is for how to get the proper output. So let's see, we are getting the output. So first statement is the mul of a and b is 35, it's displaying. Second output is the sum is 18.9. The third output is the characters are d e. Okay, so d and e are the characters. Okay, so that what I want to show for you peoples. So I hope you will understand what is method overloading. This is object oriented concept. This concept used in all the object oriented programming and very popular in doing your projects, and whenever you are going for a corporate, this concept will be there. So if you have doubts, you can ask me in the comment. I will ready to help you. So this particular code I will put in the description so that you can copy and you can run in your system. So here onwards, I will, whatever the code I am explaining, that I will put in the comments description, so that you can able to execute those codes. Happy learning. Subscribe, support, and share with your friends. Thank you. Thank you very much.